talk about this defense. What do you like about your position group going into this 22 season?
The biggest thing about my position group is that we have a lot of guys back. So year 2 in the system, so the guys, they know what myself and Coach Gibbs, Coach T. Will are expecting from them. And then the other thing is that we've added some guys, and so just the competition that we have at each position as we are in fall camp.
What's your expectation?
To be the number 1 defense in the country is the expectation that Coach Malzahn set, and that's what we're trickling down as a staff from Coach Malzahn to T. Will to the assistant coaches to the defense.
Talk about some of your guys.
Obviously, everybody knows Devonte Brown. He's one that was a rock for us last year. He played in every game, was very successful for us, and Coach Gibbs talks to us about all the time when guys can kind of disappear throughout the game. They're doing a pretty good job at the defensive back position, but when the ball came his way, he was able to make plays on it, which was pretty good for us.
When he sort of disappears, when they're not throwing to him, how do you keep your mind in the game when you're locked down like that?
So I heard this a while ago from a guy who's a very successful NFL coach, and what he said was that defense is boring because you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. But at that moment when you decide to relax because you're not getting any action, that's when you get exposed. And so that's something that I always reiterate to my players. And so he's up for that challenge, and he does a good job at not just getting bored and kind of shying away from the game.
Quiet guy. What kind of leader is he?
He's more of a just get the job done guy. Now, he has, over the course of last spring and these few early days in camp with some of the young guys, I see him kind of pulling guys to the side now. So that's a step in the right direction for him. But he's not a very vocal guy.
All right, another guy. Give me another guy.
Another guy.
Yeah.
Divaad Newton, Justin Hodges.
Talk about Divaad.
Bullard.
Talk about Divaad. Now, he's different than Devonte.
Yeah, he's total opposite. Devonte is on this end, Divaad's on that end of the spectrum. And so he's a guy, he lights up any room that he walks in. The one thing about him, he's been playing some night. He's played safety, so he's going to be a guy that we can move around in the secondary with his versatility. He's attempting to take on more of a leadership role, so that's a good thing to see for him. And he worked hard this summer. He's had a few good practices these first 3 days as well.
Depth. You comfortable with your depth going into this season?
Yes, we're still experimenting with some guys and trying to make sure we have all the guys in the right spots, because we have, myself and Gibbs, we coach 5 guys and we usually have 5 on the field at the same time. And so we're putting guys in different spots and just kind of straining guys mentally and physically. But I think when it's all said and done, we line up September 1st, we're going to have depth at each position, unlike we had last year.
It's early, but what do you think of the offense that you're facing?
In practice every day?
Yeah.
Very talented. Very talented.
A lot of weapons, right?
A lot of weapons.
Can beat you with a pass, can beat you with a run. That's a challenge to your guys.
Big challenge. And our biggest thing on defense, and our guys know that those guys are talented on offense, and so we always just talk about taking care of our business, and that's regardless. Where we're playing the offense, we're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's take care of our assignments, and if we take care of our business, we'll let the chips fall where they may, but we can't beat ourselves, and that's the biggest thing that we press with our guys, regardless of who's on the other side. But those guys are talented, I must say.
What's the biggest question you don't have answered?
The biggest question we don't have answered is who our 5 starters are. That's an ongoing deal every day. The guys are competing. Like I said, last year we did not have much depth, so it wasn't as much competition. But with the guys we added through the transfer portal and through the high school ranks, there's a lot of competition out there now, which is good for us coaches and good for the players.
What do you think of the portal? How do you work with it? I mean, it's part of the game.
It is, and so with it, we know that it's here with us. So whether you like it or not, I think it's here to stay. I think it's beneficial in ways. I think it can send the wrong message to some young guys, but it can be beneficial to the young men and to different programs.
Coach has been talking about seize the moment.
Yes.
What's that mean to you? How do you use it?
The way we use it is that, like you say, we're talented on offense. We have a lot of guys on defense that is back. This is our last year in the Atlantic Conference, so we have an opportunity to do something special. So let's seize this moment while we have it.